Hi, this is Klaus at Top Hydraulics. We'll show you today how to remove the trunk lid pull down cylinder. That is the one that with a hydraulic pump raises and lowers the trunk lid in your CLK if you should have that option. This option existed only from 2006 through 2009 and most CLKs were not equipped with it. The trunk lid pull down cylinder is made much like the other ones in the convertible top system. It's fed by the same pump. Typically these cylinders are the last one to leak in the car, so you don't necessarily have to panic and deal with this one at the same time as with all the convertible top cylinders, which typically fail a lot sooner. Again, the top cylinders failing after somewhere between 8 and 15 years of age. These trunk lid cylinders may well last 20 years. Removal is quite simple. We have circlips on the upper and lower ball joints that I'm going to show you how to move, and then we'll take the hydraulic lines off, and off is your cylinder, and you can send it to Top Hydraulics for rebuild. There is a flat spot on top of these ball joints that you can push a small flat screwdriver into, and with that you just slowly walk this clip until it is pretty much off the flat part of this clip of this ball joint, and there we can pull it off the ball joint. Next step is to push in the shaft. One, to get some fluid back into the pump, and two, to prevent any damage from potentially slipping tools while you're doing other things here. Same thing on the bottom, the lower clip, I've loosened it already, and walking it off the flat spot on this ball joint, and should now be able to just pull this cylinder off. Now these hoses are pretty tight. If you cannot get enough slack to even move the cylinder over this far, then you will have to remove the tail light to cut a couple zip ties that are holding the hoses in place behind the tail light. To remove the tail light is really easy. You only have three 8mm hex nuts holding it in place. So once you've moved the cylinder this far, the procedure is pretty much the same as with all the other hydraulic cylinders. The upper clip you can tap on until it comes loose and you push it out, or you can carefully grab it with pliers and carefully pull it up. Just don't compress the spring portion of it. And the lower one is different from all others in this car in that the clip that holds the lower hose in place actually is this long thing that is screwed down here with a T15 Torx screw. You unbolt the screw, push the clip out, pull the hose out, and out is your cylinder. Send it to Top Hydraulics, have Top Hydraulics rebuild and upgrade it. It'll never fail again. And you then just push the hoses back in. Actually, Top Hydraulics sends you new O-rings with these hoses that also instruct you on how to install the hoses. So that's pretty straightforward. Imagine you had the hoses back in already. We just put the cylinder back in place. The lower clip snapped back into the proper position already, and the upper clip I now only have to click into place, and there we are, all done.